All right, everybody, we are back with another deep dive, and
this time we're taking a look at Horacio Powder.
okay.
Familiar?
Yes. Yeah, I know Horacio Powder.
Okay, so big techno artist.
Okay, so big techno artist. He's got this new EP dropping, Obsidian.
All right.
And
I'm excited to hear this.
yeah, I mean, people, critics, whatever, are calling it groundbreaking, next level techno, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's not every day a techno artist gets this type of buzz around them, pushing boundaries. I'm very curious.
Right, so are we buying it? That's the question.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we've got this review to break it down, get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
So let's jump in. First up is the title track, Obsidian.
The reviewers, they're painting this picture of like a journey. You know, dark pulsing beats, subtle melodies. They even said it's like sonic trip through a David Lynch film. What do you think about that comparison?
Wow. Well, I think it definitely speaks to the power of his minimalist style. He's very good at using minimal elements to create these really intricate soundscapes.
Okay.
It's like a painter who uses just a few colors, you know, but still creates something with incredible depth and complexity.
Right, so it's not about throwing everything at the wall, just being really deliberate, creating this whole mood, just a few elements.
Exactly. And, you know, by focusing on those pulsing beats, the subtle melodies, he's really playing with like tension and release. You're waiting on the edge of your seat, waiting for that next sound to kind of emerge from the darkness.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Which is a hallmark of good techno, but I think Powder just takes it to a whole other level.
Okay. They mentioned intricate layers of sound, and I'm wondering, like, what does that even mean in practice?
Yeah.
How do you layer sounds like that?
Well, think of it like building a wall, but instead of bricks, you're using different frequencies and textures and rhythms. So you might layer a deep bass line with a shimmering synth pad, and then add percussive elements that kind of flit in and out of focus. It creates a sonic tapestry that's really both intricate and immersive.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so track 2, Coriolis. A little bit different. Reviewer calls it lighter, more of a lighter touch this time around.
Right.
Hypnotic synths, they say, kind of evoke the Coriolis effect. Is that typical to have, like, in a techno EP, such distinct vibes?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, most EPs, they are kind of like chapters in a novel. Each one is contributing to the overall journey, but they offer, you know, a different perspective, a different flavor. So Coriolis is kind of like a counterpoint to that brooding intensity of Obsidian.
I see. So you're not just getting one sound, you're getting an experience.
Exactly. And then the ambient soundscapes that he uses in Coriolis add another dimension to that.
Okay.
It's like, imagine standing in a vast cathedral, right? You got echoing acoustics, that subtle hum of electricity, maybe even the murmur of traffic outside.
I see.
Those are ambient sounds. They create a sense of space and place.
So it roots it. It roots the music in some kind of, like, actual environment.
Exactly.
Okay. And I noticed that they mentioned swirling hypnotic synths. And how does that tie into this Coriolis effect? Because I know it's like a force of nature, but beyond that, I'm a little fuzzy.
Yeah, so the Coriolis effect is, you know, it's that force that affects rotation.
Right.
So Powder is creating this sonic representation of that.
Okay.
Imagine, like, synths mimicking the movement of air currents or ocean currents, swirling. It's taking a scientific concept and translating it into a musical experience.
I like that. So we've got these 2 distinct tracks. Sound pretty intentional, but I mean, is Obsidian living up to the hype?
Yeah.
Is it groundbreaking?
I think groundbreaking is subjective, honestly. You know, what matters is that Powder is clearly pushing his own boundaries, you know?
Yeah.
His commitment to sonic exploration, it's evident in every layer and every rhythmic choice.
So he's not just following trends, he's doing his own thing.
Exactly. He's taking elements of techno, filtering it through his own artistic lens, and creating something that feels fresh.
Okay, I like that a lot. That's what it's all about. So as we wrap here, what are your takeaways? What should our listeners really be paying attention to?
I think the main takeaway is just Powder's ability to transport you with his music. Whether it's the dark cinematic world of Obsidian or the hypnotic soundscapes of Coriolis, he's taking you on a journey.
A sonic journey. Love it. And listeners, here's something to think about as you listen. How might actually understanding the Coriolis effect, like we were talking about, that force that affects rotation, how might that change or enhance your experience? Something to think about.